We want to get right to our justice reporter, Paula Reed, who's in Washington. Okay, Paula, I want you to get us to set the scene here for now. Why is this coming out now, and why these allegations? Where are they coming from?
There have been reports over the past several months about this alleged wiretap. It was allegedly for a server in Trump Tower, part of an investigation about Russian banks and Trump business interests. But Rena, the FBI, the Department of Justice, they've never confirmed, they've never commented on this, and it's only really appeared in a few publications. Most of the major mainstream news organizations have not been able to confirm this either. The president doesn't indicate any source for this information, but this particular report has picked up steam with conservative media over the past few days.
I want to step back for a second here, Paula. As Ben Rhodes pointed out in that tweet, I'm curious how exactly the government can wiretap you. It doesn't come from the president of the United States. Is that correct?
Exactly. The president does not sign warrants for wiretaps. If prosecutors, if police need a warrant for a wiretap, they go to a judge and they get an order. They present probable cause for why they need this. They also have to show that they've used other less intrusive means. Now, wiretaps are not actually as popular as they appear to be in movies and TV shows, and you only get to use it for a very narrow and specific purpose.
So even though the president of the United States might get intelligence of some sort, the president can't just say, you know what, I don't like Paula Reed. I'd like to just survey her phones, just see what she's up to.
No, that is not the way it works. So you would have to, usually the president does not direct the FBI or the Department of Justice. They could, of course, pass off any intelligence that they get to the FBI or the Department of Justice. But the fact is, most of the intelligence the president gets comes from the intelligence agencies here in the United States. So it would be highly unusual. And again, at this point, it is completely unfounded that the president would have ordered a wiretap in this case.
I want to talk about how this compares to the FBI investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails. They were publicly disclosed. The facts of that case were presented, but haven't said anything about this alleged probe really about Mr. Trump. So what's the potential fallout for the FBI?
They've got a big problem now because they went against their usual standard operating procedure of not commenting on ongoing investigations and not discussing cases where charges are not brought. In the Hillary Clinton case, they had a press conference. FBI Director Comey testified on the Hill, and then they sent updates to Congress on that investigation. So the question now, Rena, is will the FBI do the same for all of these alleged investigations into President Trump and or his associates? Will they come out and explain what was investigated and what was or was not found?
And that's typically something the FBI doesn't do. But how unusual is it, Paula, for the president of the United States to acknowledge something like this and talk about it publicly?
Well, if these claims were true, if this was a FISA, the secret court, if it was a FISA warrant, this would be classified information. So for the president of the United States to tweet about classified information, that would certainly be unprecedented. Now, for presidents to remark on ongoing investigations, it is certainly frowned upon by the FBI, but it did happen. For example, President Obama did weigh in on 60 Minutes with his thoughts about whether or not Hillary Clinton broke the law when she chose to use a private server. That did not go over well at the FBI, but we certainly can't say it is unprecedented for presidents to weigh in on ongoing FBI investigations. The difference is, though, here, the FBI, there is no indication that there was actually a warrant for a server in Trump Tower.
Okay, Paula, we're going to let you get back to your reporting. Look forward to chatting with you later. Thanks for joining us.